Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Building Kashyyyk in LEGO week 11. Now this week is going to be something really exciting. We're going to be able finally to start the back section of Kashyyyk with the swamp / forest area finally coming to fruition. So that's super awesome and exciting. And then as well work more on the ocean portion. So we do have a little bit more work to finish that all out. And I'll be honest with you guys, I only had 2 days to work on Kashyyyk this week. So this might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but it's gonna be really cool nonetheless, getting some awesome work done, adding some really cool stuff that we haven't got to before in 11 weeks of building it. And another thing, I wanna say, I have been thinking so much, I'll be honest, about my next MOC Build Series, and I have it under like 2 different MOCs I want to do. I know I'm going to do them eventually, so I'm going to start dropping hints here and there of what I'm going to do next. So it's going to be something really cool and exciting, just like here in Kashyyyk, because we're going to be kind of finishing up here in the next probably like 1 to 2 months. Hopefully finishing up Kashyyyk, the whole entire back section, and then finishing up the tree, guys. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. Now here is the first of 2 packages that I have just got, and this one's a massive one for the build. I got 30 of these 16 by 16 sand green plates that are able to fully fill out the rest of the ocean, and as well are going to be really great for filling out the rest of the plates for the underlying plate for the swamp portion of the MOC. Now here are these 2x4 sand green plates, going to be really helpful for filling in these smaller gaps that these 16 by 16 plates just can't get to. As well as we have these 1x2 translucent clear pieces are going to be great for wave effects. And then here are the translucent green pieces that are going to be used for more of a murkier look that we do see from the Dagobah training set. So that's what I'm going to try to include in the back swamp section. Now here's a bunch of random pieces that are going to be great for filling in all sorts of stuff, including the tree and also the beach and also the back portion of the swamp or / forest area. So this is going to be really cool for kind of helping me out, kind of finish up the actual bottom portion of the MOC. Now it's time to add all of our 16 by 16 plate to fill up this portion of the Kashyyyk. Now this has been open and having nothing on it for so long. It's been gray base plate, so it's really exciting that I finally get to fill this out and get all this like blankness off of the MOC, which is something I truly have been happy to finally get this package where I could totally fill it out and also include all of our smaller 16 by 16 plates and then the 2x4 plates. And then on the opposite side, we need to fill in some of the 16 by 16 plate. But now it's time to get to the actual water portion of the MOC. Now after spending a long time on that water section, kind of filling out as much as I can, at least for now, we're going to continue to work more on that later on, but now it's time to work on the swamp or the back section where the foresty area kind of meets the beach, which is something I wasn't really planning on doing at the beginning of the MOC, but I really feel like it should add a lot of variety. And here's the extra 16 by 16 plate that I'm going to be used to at least fill up a portion of this backside here. I'm definitely going to need to get more plate to fill out the entire rest of the section, but today, or this week, we're actually able to fill out a whole corner, which we're going to get an idea of what the rest of the back of the MOC of Kashyyyk will look like. Now, I got to tell you, there's no better feeling than actually putting down some 16 by 16 plate and just getting all smoothed out and having a clean plate to actually, clean slate, I should say, no pun intended, to fill out the entire, whatever you want to do, kind of a blank canvas to fill out whatever you want. Now, in this case, again, we're doing the kind of swamp portion of the MOC. So now let's get started on that. So now what I kind of decided to do, I kind of have to get the outline of actually where the sand's going to be, and then actually add some olive green color. It was kind of the variation from the sand to the dark green, which dark green is going to be the main color for the actual foresty section. I feel like that fits it best, and I love the way dark green looks for like a MOC in general. And then I decided I want to have some more dirt / muddy areas where the actual little water ponds, I guess, will be, where the swampy sections will actually be a part of the MOC. And I'm using, again, more of the translucent plate that's going to be going all around the water section, and then filling up the dark green portions, kind of having a little bit of elevation, just getting the bare bones of what the actual colors want to look like. And I'm really happy at how that kind of looks out using that nougat color. I was planning on using just kind of dark brown or reddish brown, but using a lot of the nougat color, which really adds a really nice different color to the MOC, that I do have a lot of them from my Geonosis. So that luckily this is going to be kind of a color we're going to use for the different water effects throughout the whole thing. Now, this is one of the plants that you do see a lot in Battlefront 2. On the Battlefront 2 map, there's these tall ferns that go across a lot in Kashyyyk. So I'm going to try to emulate that in the back of the MOC right now. Now here is the look with all these shrubs and the tall grass now in the back, with additional clone troopers and all sorts of stuff to kind of bring it to life and just give y'all an idea of what this will look like. Now, it's not totally complete. I still need to add a lot more plants and stuff, but here's an idea of how it will look like. And I'm really liking how I did some of the different trees and plants that are kind of different, because they're not giant trees like the big one that we have in the MOC, but we got to get to do different kind of shrubbery and stuff like that, which I really like. I have a Quinlan Boss, Commander Gree, and a Saber Tank right here that you do kind of give it reminiscent from Battlefront 2, because you see a lot of these guys in there. So I wanted to add that. And here's a look at how kind of this portion will look like compared to the rest of the MOC. Definitely adds a lot needed color and variation, which I do agree. Thank you guys for like helping me out with that. I gave me this idea because I really think this is going to add a whole different section. Now, there's going to be another section that we're going to add next time that's going to be more of where the giant tracks of a turbo tank will go through, but we'll get into that later. But there's the swamp area, which is a log and a bunch of other leaves. And then here is our gunship. I wanted to add a gunship looking like it's flying in, adding additional troops. I just add that little effect as a custom gunship for Brick Vault. Gotta love it. If you can use T-Squad 15 and check out if you want to get something additionally from Brick Vault. Just a little plug right there. But this is really cool, and I'm really happy of what we've done here for Building Kashyyyk this week. I know it's kind of a shorter episode, but I am happy with the swamp / forest section we got done this week with a lot of really cool details, a lot different from the MOC. But let's go out to the outro. So guys, that is it for week 11 of Building Kashyyyk in Lego. I know it was kind of a shorter one, but we got some really good work nonetheless. Now for you guys that made it here to the end, let me know down below if you made it here. I'm going to give you all a little hint of what I might be doing. So my next MOC, I've really been thinking about the next MOC. I know it has nothing to do with Kashyyyk, but you know, it's about it's about my Lego Star Wars MOC building, which is a big part of my channel right now, which I really enjoy building some large scale Lego Star Wars MOCs. And now with this, I had two ideas I wanted to do. One was more, you know, got a similar aspect with it being like outdoorsy, like foliage, foresty kind of thing. And another one is kind of totally opposite of that. Very, how can I say it? More city-like, I guess. But that's a little hint of what I'm kind of thinking of in the future. I definitely want to do another Clone Wars MOC, so you don't have to worry about that. But for you guys that wanted me to do an original trilogy or others like MOCs, maybe sequel trilogy, don't worry. That stuff was going to be coming as well. But I think the next one's definitely going to be another Clone Wars boy, because I love my clone troopers and the clone army. But yeah, that is it for this week of Building Kashyyyk. Next week, we're going to be definitely finishing up, or hopefully working more on the swamp section. And then also hopefully as well finishing up the ocean, which is going to be the final bit for the bottom part of Kashyyyk. But yeah, guys, hope you have a great and amazing day. Peace out.